Good morning. I have gotten kind of lazy lately and have not been running the way I want to be running. And I don't have a good reason why. I fell asleep on the couch last night at like 9:30 and I slept there until 2. And then I went into bed and the alarm went off at 5 and I couldn't help but snooze it and snooze it. And I don't know why. Honestly, I think my brain has just gotten lazy. Like I feel like I deserve something or I don't really know. So here it is, 6:25 in the morning. I wanted to be on the road by 6 running, but I'm just making myself go. I'll do, at least 4 miles and just start again. I liked how I felt when I was running all the time. I liked how it felt to be alive. I liked the effect it had on my body. So I'm going to try and get back into those good habits with less of the stress and anxiety in my personal life. I mean, it's there. It's always there. And it'll be there today when I send the counter offer for sure. My running partner's away, so that kind of stinks. I like running with her. She motivates me to get up and go and meet her. It's a different thing when you're not accountable to you're accountable to yourself. And part of myself is like, I don't care if you run. You want to sleep? Sleep. It's okay. You've had a tough go of it. Wait, what is the date? Tomorrow marks 6 months since she got back from her trip and broke up with me. And while it's still awful, it sucks. I'm more used to it. The divorce process is moving forward. I've rented my own place. I mean, I'm still at the old place, but I have a place, like I know where I'm going in the future. I know that she's not coming back. So all that hope I had has, for the most part, dissipated. And aside from little things here and there, she's been consistent in not loving me and not coming back. So I guess that's an oddly fortunate thing for me. She's used the threat or the promise of coming back a couple times in manipulative ways, but it hasn't been a genuine, she hasn't been wishy-washy. She shut this relationship off, and once that switch goes off, it doesn't go back on. I've always known that, and that has been true. It's just me doing the work now, getting over it. And I'm trying. So I'm going to get on the road and do some miles. I will see you later. Okay, that went better than expected. I did 4 miles. The first 3.5 were really solid, like a pretty constant 9-minute, 10-second pace-ish, which for not running for a bit, I'm not disappointed with. Come on, little dog. Yeah, the last half mile is uphill and then up some steep hills, and I wouldn't say I killed that one. That wasn't the best. I jogged it, so that was okay. The mornings are starting to get dark, and we don't change the clocks for a while, so they're gonna be some pretty darn dark runs. I didn't shave yesterday. What do you think of the stubble? Very masculine, right? Yeah, that's not gonna last. I'm glad I did it. I feel good. I just feel like I returned to something I know how to do and I'm okay at. So that's a good start to the day. I'm gonna get over to school and tune up some bandsaws because I'm teaching people how to use bandsaws today, and I wanna make sure that they are as in tune and well working as can be. And then, if my calculations are correct, I think I might get to ride this afternoon. And let me text my trainer really quick. Okay, the text has been sent, so we shall see. What do we have to look forward to today? First period, I am teaching bandsaw, which makes me nervous because everyone thinks they're immortal. Then I think at break I will send off my counter offer and start the firestorm. Then I work with my advanced kids for second and third periods on more creative tasks, and I'm looking forward to that. I think the point we'll get to today is some of them will think they're done with the project due Friday, and now it's my job to push them farther, push them to do more, push them to develop. Good morning. Yes. All right, awesome, cool. I am riding today. I will run out to the car, slide across the hood, and speed up north so I can get to the barn. That gives a nice shape to the day. There's one part to the day I'd rather not have, and that's the pissing her off by sending her the counter offer. Aside from that, I'm looking forward to pretty much everything else. A run, work, horses, and if I time it right, sunset up there. Oh, and it's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Hey, it's gonna be a good day. Taco Tuesday and sunset, I love it. That's about all I've got. I gotta speed this process up because I need to be leaving for school in about 20 minutes, and I have about 30 minutes of work to do. So yeah, I'll see you on the way. Okay, we are off to school. It's Tuesday and we got some stuff to do. It shouldn't be bad. The one thing I forgot is I need gas. So I thought I was rolling and doing good on time, and now all of a sudden I'm like, oh crap. The one downside of going to the barn all the time is it's gas. And there's no way around the gas. I thought about living up there, but then I'm driving down this way at least 5 times a week to go to work. But now I'm like, well, how many times a week am I driving up that way to go to the barn? It might come out as a wash, but my friends are down here, and I do a lot of like back and forth to school things and to the dog beach. And if I had more friends up there, maybe it would be different, but I currently don't. Could probably make it to school, but after school today, I'm gonna be racing to get to the barn. So I'm not gonna wanna stop and put gas in the car when all I wanna do is get to the barn. So let's do this now. Maybe I'll just put this away. I don't have a lot to say right now. Just planning my day and thinking about what comes next. Well, hey you guys, how are you? I had a great day at school. I got a lot done. Taught a bunch of people how to use the bandsaw, and true colors are starting to be shown. I can see in my one class I taught today who's gonna be worth watching out for. It's so funny. I talk to them logically, and I talk about, taking a safety approach and not wanting to be sensational or try and scare them with stories of who got bloody and who's cut what off. By and large, I thought the response was good. And then at one point, while I was talking about the bandsaw and how to set it up and how to use it, I look over and this one kid's got he's got hearing protectors on that, block sound. So I was like, what's up with that? And then he took them off, and under those, he had earbuds in. It's just one of those things. It's like, I stopped the class and I looked at him and I was like, why are you here? Why don't you take a different class? I said, this is a machine used in the meat industry to cut apart cows and pigs and sides of beef. I was like, that's what this specializes in. It doesn't care if it's a cow or if it's your finger or it's your hand. I said, and that's when the tone changes, which I can do. So I teach to this wide group, and I try and keep it moving and light and interesting. Then I just stop and I narrow the focus and I stare at the one kid, and I'm like, in my mind, everyone else goes away and it's just about me and that one kid, and I will lay into him. I don't like doing that. I'm glad I have it in my bag of tricks, but it doesn't feel good. Anyway, that was the one behavioral issue today is it's hard to impress upon people the importance of being safe. But I ended up taking a few machines apart today. I fixed some bandsaws and tuned things up, and that was good. My advanced kids are working. It's lovely. It's really great. They're working and trying different things, and people are doing resin turning and lathe turning, resin casting, lathe turning, and just working on multiples, laminating things. It's really fantastic. It's one of the nicer starts to the school year that I've had in the past few years. It's just, in my advanced classes in particular, they're a cohesive, really nice group of kids. So that's awesome. Super into it. Somebody made an offer on my condo the other day, and then we made a counter offer, and they countered our counter offer. And my realtor, wrote to my wife and I. There had been kind of a pause, and she usually responds quickly, so I was going to write to him, and then I just texted her, and I was like, hey, what are you thinking about this? It's a little lower than I was thinking, but, blah, blah, blah. And she got snippy with me. She's like, oh, well, I wrote the realtor back. And I said, oh, I wasn't included on that email. And her response was, well, haven't you emailed him and not me? Or haven't you communicated with him and not me? And I was like, yeah, about showing the condo. And she was like, and about photographing the condo and about lowering the price. And I was like, he disclosed all of this. I texted him about showing the condo because I live there and I need to make sure it's clean and the dog is I was trying to be civil today. I was trying to be like, hey, we're getting divorced and all of this sucks and interpersonally this sucks, but can we talk of, what do you think of this? This is numbers, this is finances, this is logistics. This is what she all along has said, can we at least be civil about logistics? And nope, apparently she can't. So, that was just frustrating, and it kind of got my, it hits you with that shot of adrenaline where you're like, whoa, okay, that was not what I was expecting. Admittedly, it will make sending the counteroffer to her easier because I feel like, okay, you're just being terrible. Everything's been terrible. But that exchange today was just like, oh, you're terrible even when you could be civil. So I will send it later. And then she sends me a text, and it's always it's a text with just her and I, but she starts it, Ken, can you do this? And it's like, you are texting me, yeah. don't have to use my first name. We're texting. She wants me to confirm what's going on with the quitclaim because her stress level is her anxiety level is really high. And the initial hit for me is like, oh, that sucks. She's really anxious. Can't control your first thought, but you can control your second thought. And then my second thought is, my anxiety the whole time has been brain shattering, and she hasn't helped me. So the fact that she might not be able to buy this place, not my problem. Like, the anxiety that comes from that, I'm sorry, don't buy a crazy expensive property with your boyfriend while you're still married. I thought that was just common sense. She wrote that she can't afford to keep paying the mortgage on the condo. One, she can, she's got the money. And two, she put money into the property that she's buying with her boyfriend that she's been dating ostensibly for 6 months. But she put that money in when they were dating for like 4 months. Not even. And somehow her money woes are my problem. They are not. So here's what happens. When you look at it coldly and logically like that, it's really easy to think like, she's being crazy, she's being dumb, it's easy to dismiss that. Here's what happens in my brain. The things she says seem so crazy that they make me worry about her. They make me think she's not okay, or she's confused, or there's something she's not getting. But she dislikes me so strongly and is so bitter and nasty towards me that I can't clarify that or check to see that she's okay. And I know I shouldn't check to see that she's okay, but it's sort of like having the ability to be in the midst of a situation and just hitting the pause button and removing yourself from the situation and looking at it from above and being like, all right, what's going on here? Like on a meta level, what is happening? Aside from the immediate hurt feelings and betrayal and stuff, like, is she okay? Is her brain okay? Is she confused? Does she need help? Because honestly, I am able to put all my crap aside if she needed help. Because of friendship. That's what friendship is to me. It's not even about marriage or love or vows. It's about friendship. I would do anything to make sure my friends are okay. And I know she's not my friend. She's not behaving like a friend. It's been a rotten 6 months. It has. But that part of me, the part of my heart that opened to her, the ties that bind, just the connection that I have, it keeps getting severed, but there still are connections, and I worry about her well-being. The person she is, I don't know, I don't understand, but I worry about okayness. But I guess okayness isn't my problem either. It's just funny. It's funny to have somebody like be snappy at you and snippy and then request your help. Can you do this? I'm really stressed. Can you not blindsidingly break up with me and ruin my life? Because that caused me some stress and sleepless nights and depression and anxiety and considerable weight loss, which is the only thing I really want to say thank you for, because it's been kind of cool. But to go from love to, I'm not going to say utter apathy, but we're nearing it. The gates. All right. What do we see? I see that car and that car. So far, so good. Not so bad on the right. All right. Now comes the contentious left. His car is here. Ugh. Gross. Well, it'll be what it is. Stupid Prius. Oh, and my friend Dom is here. Good. Well, I'll let you know how it goes. It is getting towards evening, and I had a really fun day. Unbeknownst to me, 2 of my barn friends were in the lesson with me, and everybody was just, it was 2 of the 3 people I take lessons with on Saturday mornings, and everybody was just in kind of a sassy mood. It was so much fun. They were giving me crap for being late, and I missed the lesson on Sunday because I was helping take down the show. And at the previous lesson, the big one, Matt had sort of coached me a little bit separately just because it was a huge lesson. So they were like, well, maybe we don't want you to come back. And I was like, well, I could introduce you to Matt. You know, it was fun. I needed that. I've been really in my head and stressed about the crap I have to deal with today. And it was just such a nice break from that. And then the lesson was just, it was everybody was in a good mood and just kind of silly. And maybe it wasn't the world's most productive lesson, but it's got to be perhaps the one I've enjoyed most. My trainer, Adrian, said we should all canter left and go over the poles. And I didn't hear the go over poles part, so I was just riding around in circles and left. And they're like, yeah, Ken's just off doing his own thing. And like, it was just silly. And then the one girl kind of sticks her tongue out as she goes over the jump. So the other one was like, oh, she's like, she's like a dog sticking her head out the car window, which maybe it's not so funny now, but my God, it was great. It was so damn funny. I don't know the last time I've doubled over laughing on the back of a horse, and I don't know that they have any appreciation for how necessary it was for sort of my head today, but it was tremendous. It was such a phenomenal day. Yeah, I feel really good. It was just fun. My heart is full when I think about being at the barn and the people and horses and just whatever that community is. It has really helped me get through this stuff. Tomorrow will be hard for me. You know, being sort of an anniversaries kind of guy. Tomorrow will be 6 months since she got home. And I think it's going to be hard. I don't know why tomorrow will be harder than right now, but I think just that hard reminder of, hey man, it's been 6 months since she's been nice to you. I don't know why I'm anticipating that. I'm not looking forward to thinking about that. But it's coming, you know, that'll be tomorrow. And there's no sign that she likes me or wants anything to do with me. And after I send the email tonight with the counteroffer, I think the deal has been sealed, but I think this is gonna put all the nails in the coffin. But I think I'm in an okay enough position to do it. I think she was, you know, sort of snippy and bitter enough to me today when she could have been civil, and feeling like I have friends and people who care about me. But aside from being in a relationship with someone where I feel loved, I think this is about the best position I could be in. So I think it's time. I think I put together the email and send it out and see what happens. I guess that's coming tonight. I just keep returning to the sense of gratitude, and it's a funny thing. It's something that I want to express to these people, to just be like, thank you for all of this. But if I were to do that, it would kind of change the moment. If in the moment you shed light on how important the moment is to you, it changes the nature of the moment. So in some ways, I hope that a video like this, I'm recognizing the moment now so that perhaps in the future, they will realize how much the moment meant. Which maybe it's a little cowardly of me, but I don't want to change how good it is now. I don't want it to feel like I'm doing something secret or something shady. I'm just trying to live my life with gratitude and appreciation for where it's gone and how far it's come. And a lot of it has to do with these people. I'm so grateful I have a place I can go and be part of and contribute to and lend my skills to and my sense of humor and personality to. I felt a little bit more myself today. I felt like I got to be a little silly, and I got to laugh for real. felt happy. I haven't felt happy very much, and I try to record here when I do, so you know there is happiness in plentiful sadness, but yeah, today was kind of unbridled happiness. And in the midst of that happiness, my wife's boyfriend came walking by with his horse. And for the first time, my happiness overrode my sadness and discomfort at seeing him. Seeing him sucked, of course, because it represents so much unhappiness. But today I felt a little bit more like, fuck you, I'm happy. And in that moment I was. You know, and I hope he goes home to her tonight and she's stressed and grumpy and miserable and unconsolable and whatever. Let them live in this world that they have created. Because I had a good day. I had a really good day. There are a whole bunch of people at that barn I would bend over backwards for to help in any way I could. And that makes me feel lucky. That makes me say, look at how far I've come. I found a community of people I genuinely care about. People I think about when I'm not around, and I talk about to other people, and I miss when I don't see. You know, I felt like the universe was really, really shitty to me last spring. It gave me a whole lot of things. It just kept piling on the negatives and piling and piling and piling. And I don't know if the universe gave me this, or if this is something I've done, or, you know, my willingness to take a risk and spend money on horse lessons. Whatever it is, I am so grateful and so lucky. That's really what I wanted to tell you about right now. If I don't see you, have a super night, and I will definitely see you tomorrow.